3,
Hold on.
2, 1. We are live, everybody. Oh, that's okay. David's up behind. I got it, David. Don't. Oh, David's behind. Live.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
Oh, hold on. There we are.
Yeah, that's just.
It's Monday. It's Monday and it's alive. You can tell. I like the new opening, by the way, David. I like that.
Yeah,
All
me
the
too.
verbiage.
And the music,
very cool.
it sticks in my mind now. It's
Yeah. David left. We gave him a compliment. He left.
Yeah. He doesn't like the compliments.
He doesn't like.
He's too
compliments,
shy.
right?
I think he's too shy.
He's a shy guy. He's shy. He has no pants on either. I think that's why.
I don't have pants.
There's
as
David.
Well.
Oh, well, David, we were saying we like the new opening. Welcome back.
What's the Ultra?
Ultra
Left,
Trump.
right, left,
Ultra
right.
Trump.
Center.
David Ultra Trump. He's left again. We talked about Trump and he left.
Yeah, in Netherlands.
So we're going to talk about politics today.
They are not so advanced like Greece, for example. In Crete, in the village in Crete, I have fast internet here that in Holland they don't have.
Very interesting.
So you see,
well, I think part of it, though, he blames it on StreamYard a lot, but I think it's not StreamYard. I think it's David. But that's okay. He's probably watching the live show now, trying to figure out how to get in.
He's in between the audience and the participant.
Yeah, he's like, how do I get into?
Sure.
There he is. He's coming back. We've added him to the. You going to stay this time for a little bit, or what are you going to do? And he's gone. This is going to be the whole show. Just trying to keep David. He's gone again. All right, where's he going to go? How's he going to do the show? David will show up when he shows up, I guess. So there you go. So how have you been, my friend?
I'm okay. Yesterday there were European elections here. That's why our topic is about the politics.
I know, politics, the art of politics.
Yeah. But we have some indications because the results are there, and we know.
Well, from what I read in the Financial Times this morning, it seems like a lot of far right wing people won the elections.
That's first is this. That the first conclusion that you can get from the election is that the far right is rising, especially in the two biggest countries, which is a big problem, France and Germany. In France, Macron already announced elections.
Right.
Because he got like 15%. And Le Pen, which is far right, got double score.
Well, I saw in the Financial Times, it's just not France and Germany. I know Macron called the election because of Le Pen or something, but it seems that it's not just France and Germany, it's all over the EU.
Yeah. In Greece, it is 20%. The far right, 20%. Never happened before. There are many political parties. Well, we'll see if he's back.
We'll see.
There are many political. Are you back, David, or we started?
Yes. I'd like to do a shout out to the sound engineer at StreamYard.
David,
Get it fixed, guys.
David, what happened? Is it about because we already started? It's about the elections in the European election. Does it already?
Yeah, we're done.
Impact in Netherlands politics?
We just did a 3-hour show. We're done. Thanks for showing up. No,
well, it's the same issue that we have on StreamYard. So for some reason or another, it gives me no audio at all. So I have to come out, go in, come out. I've had to log out completely.
It sounds like your sex life.
I can't hear anything. No, that's great if you have sex without hearing anything.
But how you cannot hear when you answer here?
No, he can hear now. He's saying he can hear now.
Yeah.
Now he can hear because he's what's
so cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Anyway, we're talking about the EU elections, the far right in France and Germany. So we're trying to figure. So, and I was saying that in the Financial Times this morning, they showed a map of all of the EU, all 26 or whatever countries, and far right's kind of winning all over EU.
Not winning, not exactly winning, but they're on the rise.
That's winning.
Yeah, but it's European Parliament, Steve. So that doesn't say.
Yeah, but the European Parliament has a deep impact because For example, Macron has already declared elections in
elections.
Yeah, because he's concerned about being wiped out by Marie Le Pen if he doesn't.
Yeah, but Le Pen is far right, and they have connections with Putin, and Macron is the only leader in European Union, which is somehow harder to Putin, for example.
Yeah, most of the right-wing government, right-wing politicians are not particularly pro-Ukraine.
No, they have ties. They have ties with Putin. This is sure. There is one guy. There is one guy in Greece who is very religious. He's very pro-Russian, and he got 10%, which is a very big percentage because he's not the only one who is pro-Russian. There are more, but okay, Greece is a different country because we share the same religion with Russia. We are all,
the Orthodoxy. Yeah.
Well, the Ukrainians are Orthodox also, but when we speak about politics and religion, it's more Putin. No, it's there.
Yeah, but are we? Is this because people are just getting tired of, if you will, the planet, the politicians, and whatever, and they're just fed up, and they're like, let's
why
go
they vote
because we're going back to 1918. Yeah, they're going back to 1918.
Yeah, but this again, let's put it into perspective. I mean, there are certain aspects to the European elections, right? Roughly 72% of all laws that are passed within EU countries are centrally passed through Europe, through the European Parliament, right? But that involves everybody having to vote for it, all 28, or is it 27? I can't remember. They all have to vote for it. So it is important as regards that. But what this vote has done is literally wiped out the Greens, because the whole going green was a complete fiasco for all the farmers. For all the farmers and industry.
Green.
Yeah, because I mean, look what they wanted to do. They wanted to change all the laws about what you could use in agriculture for chemicals, etc., and the green transition had to be.
Listen, more chemicals, more pollution. I'm all for it. Now, here, just so you're clear, I'm for because that's how we make money here at the Illuminati and Lizard People.
What you gonna do with the money when there is no planet?
I'm living on Pluto right now. This is a facade. I live on Pluto. Hey, just so you know, the new parliament, 720 seats. Here's the update. As of 11:38 this morning, CET time, which is that cock the crazy European time, 36 new seats from the left. Outgoing was 37. There's 137 seats from the S&D. Before they had 139. 52 of the Green EFA. They used to have 71. The Renew, it has 79 seats. They used to have 102. EPP has 185 to the 176 they used to have. ECR 73 to 69. Hey now. ID 58 to the 49, and others including AFD 100 to the 62.
You're talking about the political.
I'm telling you exactly what this is the live estimate EU parliamental seats are. I'm giving it to you live.
What he's trying to explain then is because all these individual parties from the individual member states, they all join together in a sort of in a coalition. So these are coalitions of Greens with people with a green
groups in the parliament.
Yeah, the groups within the parliament, and that's why it's gone. And that grouping has moved predominantly right from the left. Right to the right hand side. Because it's a vote against migration. It's a vote against the green issues. It's a vote against unemployment. People feel that they've been left behind by.
It's expensive. It's mainly expensive also, that because everything is expensive also, immigration. But first of all, before we continue, I will have to say to you that the winner actually is not any of the political parties. The winner is the absence of voting. In Greece, 40% went to vote.
Yeah. Well, here
60% didn't.
The last vote here in Holland was 42. This one was 47.
Oh, 47 is better.
But
we're
then again, you see,
less than half, you know.
Exactly. And and then when you say to people, look, I mean, because the Dutch always bitching about something, but if you say, look, you're complaining about Europe, 75% or 72% of the laws that you have within your parliament comes from the European Union. So why are you not out there shouting about it? I mean, I can't vote because I'm not Dutch. I can't vote because I'm a Brit. So we're not in
You
the
can't
EU.
vote.
So
Why you can't vote?
because of,
We don't allow British. We don't allow
but
British people to vote.
You cannot vote with sent vote.
no,
Really?
because the
In
UK
Greece we
is
can.
yeah, but the UK is no longer in the European Union.
Yeah, I forgot.
So that's completely.
You're
false.
always in the UK in Europe, in the European Union for me. You'll come back.
You've got all this stuff that's happening, and but the crazy thing is, right? Belgium, for instance, by law you have to vote. So
yeah, but, here too, but doesn't matter what's the consequences. But in Belgium there were also other elections. I think parliamentary election at the same time.
well,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So that's why they had like 82% or something people voting. But
they were trying. They had a separatist vote again for Vlaamse Blok.
The French speaking.
Well, yeah, to move. The Dutch speaking to move away from the French speaking part of Belgium. But
here's the Belgium.
It's going to happen because it also happens in Spain. So what they want to separate and then come back into the European Union. What the fuck is this? The same with Catalonia in Spain. I mean, they want to separate themselves from Spain and then come back to I understand this in UK when Scottish want to go out and enter the European Union because they voted to be in the European Union when there was
Well, most of the votes in Scotland were were stay votes and not Brexit.
But this is silly because look, if even happened, like for example, that Catalonia or the Flanders areas go out, they separate and they become a country, right?
No, the Vlaamse Blok want to move. They want to integrate into Holland because they're Dutch.
Yeah, but they have to be independent first. They have to be independent, and then the procedure is that they apply for being, and then Belgium comes, the rest of the business says, no, you're not coming. The same with Spain.
Belgium is a strange country anyway, because it's roughly split into three. So you've got the French-speaking
I've been to Belgium and it was strange.
You've got Brussels in between, which seems to be like almost like San Marino or somewhere, just does its own thing. And in the northern part, with the big ports of Antwerp coming up towards the Dutch border, they feel more Dutch than Belgium.
Yeah, it's okay, but we're all in the European. Look, there is a problem in general with the European idea. There's a problem because each country, it's totally different than America. We cannot compare America with USA. I mean, with the European Union, the USA is composed with states. Let's say that because the size of the states is like countries in Europe. So let's compare it this way. But in Europe, each country is totally different than the neighboring country. Like in Poland has got Germany and Czech Republic and Slovakia, but they're different countries. Germany is different, totally different. Germany, which actually is, let's say, the birthplace of fascism, elected second party, which is a meta-fascist party, the ADF, is Alternative für Deutschland.
Yeah.
And there are many scandals. They have connections with Putin. We have to know that they don't care. They don't care.
No.
And look, the problem with this election.
But there's a slight irony in that, is there not? Because Putin is saying it's the fascists that are trying to take over again, and which is why he said that like Ukraine is full of fascists, and that's why we have to fight them.
It's game wars.
But it's all the right-wing fascist countries that are supporting that think.
But there are fascists. There are fucking fascists in Russia too. Fucking nationalists too. What does it mean? There are fascists in Greece. There are fascists in Germany. There are fascists in Ukraine, and there are fascists everywhere, in Russia
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're using just words. There's no meaning into that words. Let's mean what does it mean, fascist? Does fascist mean that, for example, if we go back to the German, Hitler period, could I go outside there and say Hitler is a fucker and start, in the main square and start shouting Hitler is a fucker?
You could.
I don't think you could do at the time.
You could
do.
In the late 1920s, early 1930s.
In the 30s, but 38.
Before they started ruling the streets, because
but he never was actually. He was democratically elected, but he never took the power democratically, because there were a lot of happenings. I was reading about this the other time. There was a lot of things happening. Democracy in general is not just simple. We vote and that's the result and that's the leader, because sometimes there is no leader that gets the vote that is enough for them. Like what happened to Hitler. He never got the votes to be like a government of its own, like normally. So he took the power.
Excuse me. He wanted to make Germany great again.
Yeah,
but that's coming from.
Well, for a while he did it. For a while,
but he was an Austrian. So where does that leave us?
Yeah, and he was, not successful artist.
Yeah,
you know that. He entered he tried.
Just think, if he was a successful if he was a successful artist, World War II would have never happened.
We don't know.
No, I mean because
listen,
maybe there would be
anybody that wants to make anybody who says they want to make their country great again, that's bad. If you want to make your country strong and bring people together and unite them, why? Make your country great again. You got to take over the world. It's fascism, and this is all what we keep saying. It's history repeating itself. 1918, 1930. It's all repeating itself.
No, come on. You're making assumptions which doesn't have a consequence.
The National Socialists in Germany, they were looking towards Mussolini. Hitler thought that Mussolini was the best thing since sliced bread until he met him, and then he realized that Mussolini was basically just out there for himself, and the rest was all rhetoric, and he loved all the wealth and the fame that went with it. But I mean, look what the Italians did, a huge
Meloni is first, but they were saying that Meloni is like Mussolini, but it's not really true. And in general, the far right now has nothing to do actually with Hitler. You know something? We at this moment we are using history a lot to bring consequence and everything, but it really doesn't have nothing to do with 1938. I've read on X Twitter.
I'm sorry. Where did you read this? You read this on a political magazine called X? You mean the propaganda crap that Elon Musk puts out? You read it there. So yeah, right away, I can't believe anything that you read there. That's crap.
Well, when somebody posts, it's not that Elon Musk posts. There are people who are posting.
It doesn't matter. People that post on, listen, anything called X right away, bad. Second of all, if that's where the pirates use it to find the gold. And third, if it's not from a reliable news source and it's somebody's opinion, that's fair. It's their opinion.
I was not saying about any news. I was not saying about.
But it's news, though.
No. I'm just saying that I read, because I just took a look on X, and somebody is saying there that it smells like 1938. That means 1 year before the Second War, because of the right wing, far right.
It's more like 1932, but that's okay.
No. It doesn't have. No. There is no similarity at all for me. No similarity.
Yes, there is.
For me, there is. I disagree with
what. Okay. What will happen? What will happen if ADF, the German far right, the meta-fascists, or what I call them, actually makes a government in Germany? Will they enter Poland? Will they enter France? Will they do what?
Yeah. Why not?
Adam, I disagree with you. And I disagree with Steve. It has everything to do with the early part of the 20th century, but up until 1930, because when the National Socialists, I mean, he even hijacked the name. it wasn't even his name. He was just thought, that's great. We'll add socialism and nationalism together. We got National Socialism. But what was happening?
Cool marketing.
Cool marketing. What was happening then, of course, was violence against a one-on-one against political opponents. That's happening now throughout Europe. The occasional street violence. They call it football hooliganism, or they call it, we invade a university and wreck it. All these things that intellectuals are being attacked, politicians are being attacked. That has more echoes of the late 1920s. And of course, to Stephen's very valid point, that just rolls into what happened next. But I think it's too early to say, hey, we're on the verge of the whole of Europe being taken over by national socialism.
And you know something? Why Hitler finally came up to power to be governing Germany? Because of the First World. First World War.
Well, because of
he thought the Kaiser was great. He wanted to make. I understand. He wanted the German people to have a sense of pride and all this other happy horse.
Yeah, because
they all followed him blindly, and then they did the Night of 1,000 Knives, and they did all this other stuff. So he took it, if you will, like a fascist would take it, and then all of a sudden he was like, listen, just what's our biggest problem is? You know why everything is terrible? It's the Jews. And so we're going to kill all the Jews. So what's happening globally now is this. So it's all terrible because. And so as these parties, even in our country, get into power, you're going to see people, and you're going to see people put away or disappear. You're going to see your freedom of speech put away or disappear. And it's going to go back to what it used to be. History is going to repeat itself because people aren't going to do anything about it because they're all
but look, you are saying about Musk. What is Musk actually all the time marketing with his platform?
Nothing. I don't use X. I have no clue what he does with X anymore. He's so full of crap with his free speech.
All the time about free speech. So those people that he wants to caress, he wants to. He's trying to tell them you don't have free speech. Although we are a democracy, you don't have free speech because Instagram, Facebook, the fuckers, they all take away your post when you're.
That's not true.
I know it's not true.
TikTok takes away your post. That we know. Instagram has never taken away our post.
Well, it's taking my post. Look, it's taking my post down because I show 3D boobs.
You said who?
Yeah, TikTok has taken my post down because
I'm not talking about
show
TikTok.
3D boobs.
TikTok takes everybody. Anything controversy, TikTok's trying to take down because they're trying to stay in the U.S. and the government's trying to kick them out until someone buys them.
Yeah, but on the other hand,
Instagram, you can put anything you want on Instagram. They can take nothing down, so that's not a big deal.
On
YouTube,
also is taking down. It's taking down.
I haven't seen,
and it's taking silly things down. I have created. Look, we're making a small break from our topic. I have created a small video when I start to paint a painting.
Right.
And it was flagged as sex. It was this painting. Before it was painted, it was this one. I mean, it's a face. It's a fucking face.
Right.
There's nothing to it. And it took it down because they have algorithms. And I don't know what the fuck the smart, the very great AIs that we have took this down. What the fuck? And look, then I appealed, and they say, okay, you're right, and we took it down, the warning. And look, I was looking all the time on my Insta because I lose followers. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And it's still flagged as a warning. So what I did, I say, okay, I will delete them. I will delete them from the platform. And I will upload again. It's not a problem for me. Because I do it anyway. Because I don't believe that something that I did 10 years ago. My art is more timeless. I'm trying to do something more timeless. Even the political ones. Because I believe that I'm focused on the problems that are more general, that will not go away in 20 years, in 10 years.
I think the problem is, Adam, that the algorithm has flagged you up as being degenerate. So you're producing degenerate art. Does that give you any memories of the past? And again, going back to free
you're
speech,
being
going back
flagged
to
like a 1932
going back to
artist.
free, yeah.
To
Going
be
back
honest,
to free speech,
I don't
then,
care. I don't care so much.
Let's go back to free
Well, you
speech,
do
and let's
care
go back
a
to
little bit.
the profit of free speech on a platform called X. When the National Socialists came to power, that there were a lot of newspaper barons, for want of a better word, who thought, hey, this is going to sell a lot of newspapers. Let's get behind this. This looks really interesting. This is very provocative, very controversial stuff. And so they started getting behind the National Socialists and using it as a platform to push that agenda forward. Does that sound like X? Who knows? Debate. So, but the other thing is, right, so is then, if you take all the parallels forward, are we now suggesting in any way, shape, or form that Mr. Musk allegedly could be the new Goebbels? Just putting it out there.
Well,
I never thought of it that way. That's a pretty interesting hypothesis. We should ponder that.
Yeah, we should also probably get
now. When you say Goebbels, you're talking about you're talking about the baby food guy, right? He's going to produce baby food. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the chicken farmer, from the Ministry of Propaganda. So there was all this stuff again. Like some things are allowed to be said, some things aren't.
Yeah, but
and then the things that are allowed to be said become the normal.
Still, I believe we are in a totally different period of time. We have so many different challenges right now. We have we are globalized. Immigration is one problem that is facing.
Okay. Well, let's get our gummy out and take the word immigration out and put the word Judaism in it. Where does that take us? Are the immigrants now the new thing we should all hate because they're taking our jobs? They're making space. They're coming into these countries.
The AI is taking the jobs, not the immigrants. Well, the jobs that the immigrants are doing, the citizens, they don't want to do anymore. I tell you, with Greece, this is the country that I know. This is the country I live. There are jobs that Greek people will not do. Only immigrants from Pakistan, from Afghanistan, from Syria will do, like collecting strawberries. Yeah. Because you collect, we are now very close to the summer solstice. The sun is. I just went out with my dog outside. It's very hot,
Right.
But those people need to collect strawberries. We still don't have machines, robots to collect the strawberries. So we need people, to collect them. Greeks will not do it. And also the payments are shitty. It's who is doing this for 20 euros or 30?
Yeah. Well,
but the immigrants will do it, So
they don't have any other choice.
It's complicated in a way. So are we going to hate those people who collect the strawberries that we eat?
Yes, apparently we do. On a global basis, people don't like the immigrants because
who the fuck is going to collect those?
It doesn't matter. The people, listen. Let's just be blunt. People are stupid. We hate everybody and everything. That's what people do, unfortunately. So we're like, we don't like immigrants. Really? I don't see you going, to your point, picking strawberries, picking the walnuts, the peanuts, the tomatoes. Right? They're not. People aren't doing that. College kids used to do it, or high school kids did it back in the 50s for their break, or the 60s to make money. And all of a sudden, we became too good for that. So when the immigrants do it now, it's like, we don't like them. We don't really. Are you going to go be a waiter or a busboy? I don't think so. Are you going to do this? I don't think so. Are you going to do that? I don't think. Are you going to mow the lawn? I don't think so. So all of a sudden, we hate all these people, but we hire all these people to do the stuff we don't want to do. But in the interim, we hate them. So we talk out of both sides of our tuchus, and we don't just do that in the United States. We do that globally. Exactly. So until we have a kumbaya moment, unfortunately, I'm going to say what I've said. We're back to 1911 to 1932, and until something changes, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse.
No, Stephen, it's something new. Those guys.
No, it's not new.
It's new. It's new. Every time is a new period of time.
No, listen. When we first came over here, we hated when not me personally, I was here, but somewhere else. But when the people from the Mayfair landed here in America, they hated whoever they hated. They had to hate the Indians. They hated this one. They hated that one.
Well,
blah, blah. So
they came
because
they were religiously persecuted. That's what.
Well, yeah, and you don't get rid of your brightest and your best from your country either. When the Spaniards came, they hated the Incas and the Aztecs and all that stuff. The problem is that the people as a whole no love. Everybody preaches it and they talk a good game of bull, but at the end of the day, nobody does it. Nobody hugs their brother or sister and says, "I'm here for you." Everyone's like, "What can you do for me?"
Exactly, and
that's where we are.
This is the core problem in those people who hate. Okay, hate is a human feeling. It was always. It's part of human nature.
But it was focused before, wasn't it? Because the church, the Christian church.
Oh, the Christians, they took it. They went crazy.
Yeah, well, but we made an art out of it because we focused it and said, like, it's the Jesus killers. Yeah, the money lenders, the Jesus killers. But now that religion, it has not so much of a focus for everybody. All of a sudden, like I said, get your intellectual gummy out, take the word Judaism out, put the word immigrant in, and you have exactly the same. Someone to hate, someone who's different, someone who may have a house or a car that you don't have, has money that you don't have.
That is the main problem.
That's the essence of it. And
those people who hate now immigrants and all those people, who think that they're taking their jobs, and they project their problems to them, that this is the problem that I'm facing, not success in my life. But look, those people, look at the young people. What do they really want in their lives? Like, okay, I'm not talking about those people. They want to become
TikTok stars.
They want to become influencers. They want to become artists who create very fast art and become famous and rich from the art very fast. Lamborghini is the main, objective, the main plan in their life. Lamborghinis.
What? Why? It's a Lamborghini. It's a car with 4 tires.
Yeah, it's a symbol. Big house, Lamborghini, girls, money.
If you want a real car, you're not going to. That's not a symbol of a Lamborghini is for a poor person. You want a real car, there's other cars.
We are. I'm sorry to say, but we are fucked up in every aspect in our lives. I mean,
I heard an interesting quote about Lamborghini. Somebody said you would have more in today's political world. You'd have more people standing around a parked Lamborghini than you would listening to somebody giving a political speech.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah,
people are fascinated with stupid things.
Yeah, well, let's hope they all come to this station then, because that's where it's all happening.
Because everything is connected. I've been talking about with other artists on the X, which you don't like, but this is the place for the NFTs and stuff like that. And the main talk there is why we don't sell, because we are not doing great marketing and stuff like that. And I said to them, look,
you know why they don't sell? They don't come to our channel. You come to our channel, things sell.
I agree. But I come to the channel and I don't sell. Well, I sell.
But you don't promote anything anymore. We talk politics and love and religion, so it's a little different.
I never promoted my art, but I still sell. It's not that I don't sell.
I know.
I don't have a problem. I am okay.
Well, to be honest, Adam, you are so talented. I'm not saying this just to blow smoke up your bum, but
that's right.
You're talented enough. Your art sells itself, mate. Yeah.
But look, it's not my objective is not to sell. I need the money to survive. I have the money to survive, and I will always find the money to survive. And at the same time, I will always find the time to create my own stuff. Now I'm making a break. We can see it right now because, but the break will end at some point, and I'm thinking that 1 month, 2 months, it will end. I needed.
Why the break? Oh, you need to break.
It's a kind of hiatus, it's I need to think to because I've been for 20 years I've been doing, but now I want to do it in another way. It's more deeper. But this is my thing. There's nobody to criticize. There's only I can criticize it. But what I want to say is that my objective is not to have big house with 200 square meters with swimming pool and Lamborghini and Mercedes and be very rich. This is not my fucking objective in my life.
And you're accomplishing it. So there you go. No, what's your objective?
Well, yeah, because it's not my objective, you know. And I try to tell to the artists, look, the best market that you can do with your work is do a fucking great work that nobody will say no to it. Do you remember Godfather?
Yes.
Do you remember Marlon Brando saying, "I'll make them an offer that they can't refuse." Yeah. Exactly. Make an artwork that nobody will refuse. That's the objective.
Yeah, or die, of course. But we don't wish that on you. And
the same applies to the politics. Okay, nobody will. You will never collect everybody. You will never be liked by everybody. This is a law of nature.
Ronald Reagan was liked by everybody. Just so you know.
No.
Everybody loved Ronnie.
Nobody.
All the votes.
Stephen.
Margaret Thatcher loved him. Oh, yeah. What were they up to?
Yeah, but she was in power. There are people who liked Thatcher. There are people who liked Reagan. There are people who liked Trump.
Love the Maggie.
Trump probably.
That's why they buried her. Where they put a memorial on the top to make sure she didn't crawl back out of the.
But talking about the art of politics, and this is coming back to the topic, and I'll put another parameter in it, in a little more philosophical in a way. Because what do we mean with art of politics, and what do we mean with art in general? You know. Like, is it a sophisticated, stylish way to propose your thinking and what your ideas are about the future, about the society, about everything?
So you are a degenerate then? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I am.
Because you are a degenerate because some of the best art that ever.
But what does it mean, degenerate?
No, degenerates. That's what the Germans. That was the terminology they used for art that they didn't consider to be Nazi art, National Socialist art. So the artists, you had a label.
I'm the opposite of this.
And you had a label.
Yes,
and
I am for connection with other people from every country. I don't believe in countries, to be honest.
What?
I don't believe in countries. I don't believe in borders.
No,
there are no borders. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, we impose borders all the time. It's the same thing that we impose borders in our mind. I think this part of your mind and those part of your things that you need or you want in your life, put a border to it because it's a problem to the other part of your thinking that you need this and that. Like there is a problem between. This is what the artists are saying. There's a problem between, I'm doing art, but I need to sell it. Well, at this point, and what I'm saying to them, that to market to do marketing, to promote your work, you need to spend more time than the artwork itself now. And now, in 2 years, when everybody will be artists with the AI, they can even now be, but in 2 years, they'll be making great work, everybody from them, with the AI art. Half of the population would be artists. Well, go try to promote your art when half of the population of the humanity is artists. Good luck with that. Right. I mean, there is no promotion anymore. The only promotion is the essence of it. Do good artwork. And coming back to politics, you want to promote yourself. Go do politics. Go do offer good ideas about the future, about what to change, what to do.
Because no. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. Because if you look at what's going on with the Orange Man, what you say is what you say what the average person wants to hear. It doesn't have to be good, bad, or indifferent. It just has to be what the average person wants to hear so you can get into power. Same thing Hitler did. I said what the average person did.
Okay, I understand it. So are you implying that the opposite of Trump is offering good ideas? Biden.
Yes.
Is he offering? Yes.
Biden's not offering anything.
Are you comparing those two?
I'm the first one to say that. Oh no, neither.
Comparing Biden with Reagan, who is better?
No. Oh, Reagan, because he had Greenspan.
You see?
That means being vulgar. I'm sorry.
We
So
are comparing
my
the offerings on the plate right now. So people
Yeah.
are saying, I got Biden and I've got Trump.
Right,
That's
but
what
Trump
that's
is
what they have.
rhetoric. They have nothing. We literally in America have
Exactly. That's what I'm
nothing,
saying.
and
We have
that's the
nothing.
problem. And
That's what
the
I'm
problem
saying.
though, because right, but the problem because of that is because the head of the donkeys and the head of the elephants don't want to say we need a better candidate because if they want this infighting, they want this instead of like let's bring America together. Let's bring America the way it kind of was, where like we're all Americans. Now it's like they're not Americans anymore. They're a Republican or a Democrat. And if you're not a Republican, you're not an American. And if you're not this, this is such crap. And
Yeah.
this is what the problem is. And nobody is trying to, it's the United States of America, not the divided states of America. So no one's trying to unite America. They're all trying to divide America. And the more that happens,
look,
the more
it's
problems we're going to have.
Let's come to the essence of what really happening in politics, in my opinion. Well, I've said it in another episode that the issue right now is authoritarian in global. Let's zoom out to the planet. There are authoritarian countries and systems that are fighting the democracy. Okay, the democracy that we have, it's not perfect. But it's somehow working. There's a fight between those two. Putin, the Chinese, the Iranian, the Turkish, all those guys there are trying to disassemble and kill what is the West right now. They want, because that's the way, that's their way to win. That's the way to win, to stay at the power.
Yeah, being authoritarian, right.
Yeah, that is the stake right now.
Yeah.
That's the stake. So they are dividing us. They are using our tools like social media, because those are Western tools. They didn't come out from Russia, from China. Those are Western tools. The innovation in global scale is the West.
Mm-hmm.
The movies, the art, and everything is mainly the West. Because in China, you're not free to speak your mind. So you're not free to make art. In Russia, the same, because I cannot make a song in Russia that I don't like Putin because Putin is not good for my life. You cannot do it. You're going to go to jail. But you can do it in the US. You can make a song about Biden.
For now.
I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating right now. But you can still
For now,
do it.
you can do that in the US.
Yeah, but we can only speak about now. There's only now. There's no future. There's no past. There's only now. We take the past.
I have to worry about now and the future.
Something that might happen in the future as a repetitive pattern. But we are in a different. Sometimes there are similarities, but the similarities end somewhere. There are some limits, and they resemble a little something, but it's not the same.
But it's not so much the call for a resemblance. It's more of a call of. But the one thing we do know about history is that it has a tendency to keep repeating itself. And then people seem to blindly wander into something which they think, oh, wow, how did we get here? Well, I think if you look back to Europe, to Steve's point, the Treaty of Versailles was absolutely terrible. They shafted the Germans as they were big time. And that was the seeds of National Socialism. The fact that they'd left them so weak, they were desperately punished for being naughty people, for starting a war, for wanting more. And so, but when we say what's happening in Europe now, look back from post First World War right through to 34, 35, and you'll see so many things which are slowly creeping back into our current news
like what?
Feed. Yeah, violence against intellectuals, violence against individual politicians. A swing to the right.
But what in elections you mean? What in elections you mean? You mean the science? I am for the science, but do you know that science right now is there are scientists which are actually trying to make a living. And they are they're trying to collect money from that. It's not working well. They're trying to collect money and that's why they're working on theories and stuff and paid by private companies to give a scientific result about something to influence people. I've seen a documentary, German documentary, which one? Deutsche Welle, I think, about and it involves America, about the oil companies which had been doing scientific, investigations about the climate change in the 90s, and the result were exactly what is happening right now. And I think that many cities are going to the court for those in America right now. And the companies now, the oil companies, are accepting that there is a problem with climate change. If they are accepting this,
who cares what the oil companies think? Get such bullshit. They knew they were having problems back in the 60s with pollution. They just didn't want to admit it because, as Gordon Gekko would say,
what do you care about? Because they have the power.
Nothing. I care about absolutely. Here's why. Because when I was a kid, we tried to. There's no reason. There's no reason to say. Listen, there's no reason to say jack shit. And here's the problem: you've got 8 billion people on the planet. Maybe 1 million, 10 million, 100 million want to do something. Unfortunately, the other 7.9 billion don't want to do shit. When I was a kid, I was like, let's save everything. And what I found as I got older, nobody gives a crap, especially corporate anything. Why? Because greed is good. And if the stakeholders and shareholders are making money, none of them give a rat's ass about the pollution, the climate change, or anything. Only when the 9,000-foot tidal wave comes and kills them will someone be concerned. And then they won't be, because the guy making the boats that save your ass will make money and they won't care.
You're talking about
so unfortunately, no. As I've gotten older, I've gotten much more cynical. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't care about pollution. I don't care about oil companies. I care about nothing. It's all bullshit. It's a game.
Okay.
And that's why.
Okay. But in this way, the young are getting very grown.
The young,
very
they
fast.
don't care either. They're too busy on their stupid telephones with their head up their ass.
They're the same like
No. When I was young, we did stuff. We were like, let's do this. And as we all got older,
you cannot bring it back.
But here's the best part. I don't care now. I am a capitalist. I could give a shit, because here's how I look at it. Everyone's dying. At some point, you're going to die. Let's just be realistic. Whether they load your consciousness through a computer, I don't care.
You're a capitalist.
You're going to die. It's hard to believe. So who knew? But my point is that
they say the Democrats are not leftists; they are leftists, and I laugh.
I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, so I don't really care. I'm just a capitalist. I'm here to make money for who I make money for. What I do with it, I don't care. If I want to have 15 private jets, don't care.
Money.
If I want to have a giga yacht, don't care. What I do, my business. Tired of trying to save a planet that nobody gives a shit about. So I'm done. I don't want to save anything anymore.
Steven,
I just want to live. In my world, I'm living my best life.
Well, look, I give a shit about it. So at least 1/3 of the participants
of our group
give a shit.
When I come visit you, I'll sail across the GNC and won't pollute it then.
Well, fuck you up. That's going to happen. I'll find you.
I know.
I'm not going to allow it, So it's.
But that's my whole thing. Is like there's too many people. Like they all go to Davos and they all fly.
Let's not just do it like everybody's shit and no.
All right. 73% of the planet is shit. The other percent.
No, where does 73% comes from?
I don't know. It's all the other. Listen, listen. We're on the internet. Whatever we say is true, apparently. So, all right, 82% of the global population are good people, correct? And the other 18% of the people, crap. And there you go. That's it. That's a real statistic. We've done a global study, and we can say that. And if you have a problem with that, reach out to David.
That's why we're talking about the art of politics.
I didn't realize that.
We are all confused because we are facing too many challenges at the moment.
There's no challenges.
You are not confused. You are saying, fuck the planet, let's make money.
That's pretty cut and dry. I'm not confused. Yeah. Listen, I help the planet in my own way.
Are you
It's what
serious
it's called a
now or
life.
not? I need to know
No,
how
Adam,
to make it.
it's what one would call today a lifestyle choice. So Stephen's lifestyle choice is that he doesn't give a fuck about anything on the planet. That's his lifestyle choice.
That's
many
not
people,
true. I care about important things. Apparently, Lamborghinis I should care about. So I'll care about Lamborghinis and supermodels and Scotch and cigars. And I think that's I'm good. I think
so
that's
just
good.
make art quickly with AI and try to market it and promote it.
That's
Because
it. That's what I care about.
If I don't sell art, that's a problem. You don't promote it well.
Right.
What you should do,
killed
Adam,
art. Art is out of the way. Let's kill other things. Like let's kill compassion. Let's kill empathy.
You should be on
I'm
X saying to
compassionate.
everybody, tell all your artists.
You're compassionate.
I'm very compassionate.
There are people
Listen,
dying.
I saw yesterday something on television that made me cry. I saw PBS over here, public television. It said it was a nonprofit. I welled up. I started to cry. I saw a nonprofit.
I am not
sure.
profit.
I was crying like a baby for an hour. I was like, no, I don't get that. Anyway, so I'm compassionate about certain things. Yeah. I'm right here in my heart. I'm very compassionate.
Trump is compassionate about certain things too.
And I'm running for president too, so I have to get my rhetoric out now.
Good luck.
So.
Would you have any idea what I'm compassionate about doing now?
Constipation.
The show.
It's like we're done. Before you kill the show, everybody.
You know, Stephen, you are saying that you are the cynical. I don't think you are. This guy.
That's probably not, but I have to do it for the show. Or we won't get shorts out of it. So we need shorts. Controversy. Anyway, every Monday we are here live with Mr. Adam at 8:30 Eastern time.
Sometimes in other shows also.
Sometimes other shows, but anyway.
This time it's hard
next
for
Monday,
me in general.
Yeah.
I think first of all, what's the next week is?
Next week.
17.
Next week. Adam, yes. You're thinking about the future. Be careful.
Yeah, don't think about the future.
Everybody's thinking about the future. It's not that we are living in the future. We are preparing the present that will come or not.
Right.
Well, I'm about to give you both a present. I'm going to
wait. Hold on.
Before you cut, I have to tell you that 17 I will be, but the next one I won't be because I'm going for vacations with my friends from Poland. But 17 is okay. Yeah. Because
the 24th, you don't want to do a show from Poland when the tanks are rolling in?
I'm
that
not going to Poland. I'm going to the other side of Crete. I'm not leaving Crete. I have everything here. I have.
He's going to the
peace of mind. Over the hill. I have vacations. I have good weather. Okay, it's hot weather right now. I have really peace of mind. I mean, I don't have bullshit millions of people like telling me things and shit. And,
well, we'll put a special show on the 24th then.
Yeah.
We're going to put a show on the 25th. The show we're going to do after this show, we'll put on the 24th. All right, everybody, listen. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We hope we raise some of your blood pressure, make some of you think.
Exactly.
You always try to be kind and like each other. Don't forget to subscribe and like.
What kind of world we want? Because it's not what kind of country we want. What kind of world we want?
Yeah. I want Shangri-La.
As you see, the elections in France can have an impact in the whole politics of the world, or in Germany, or in other countries, or in US.
As you know, Stephen just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care. We will.